A most pleasant good evening to you. Welcome inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks for the second half of our Philadelphia Little Flyers girls hockey doubleheader today. We turn our attention now to the 19 UAA team as they take on the New Jersey Colonials in the second half of a Saturday doubleheader here just 5 days before the Christmas holiday. And looking back at the first half of today's Twin Bill. Aubrey Rakovitz, who we see right now, backstop the Colonials to a 2-1 win over Philadelphia, recording 30 saves on 31 shots. Maya Warren-Lyholm and Gia Amato, the goal scorers for New Jersey in that earlier matchup today. Philadelphia looking to battle back for a split after Sophia Norquist accounted for the only Little Flyers goal in this afternoon's meeting. A quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, we'll drop the puck on round 2 of Colonials Flyers, all here on the Delaware Hockey Network and brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Just about go time for round 2 of the New Jersey Colonials and the Philadelphia Little Flyers, the only 2 teams in the Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association U19 AA division. And this their second of 4 games in Mawa play against each other here in 2025-26. Earlier today, the Colonials victorious 1-0 over Philadelphia. And the Little Flyers now trying to level the standings after their 2-1 defeat earlier today. Jason Mensch set to drop the puck on game 2. And off we go. Rob Savastano, the other on-ice official for this contest. Philadelphia moving right to left in their home whites. New Jersey in their away navies moving left to right from our vantage point. Here's Norquist, the goal scorer from earlier today. Walking in to the New Jersey zone, putting the puck on a T-net front, fanning on it was Cecilia DiNucci. It's tied up now in the corner, brought back to Kira Post, holding the line for Philadelphia. She launches the puck into traffic. It's blocked by Claire Norton, picked up and cleared by Alexis Moslin for New Jersey, and recovered by Philadelphia's Cora Falgowski deep in her own zone. DiNucci clears. Airborne puck in the skates of Sal Duty when it came down. Recovered by Claire Norton and thrown back into the Philadelphia zone where Post recovers. This taken away from Sal Duty. Post recovering in the corner, played behind her own net to Falgowski. Back to Post, played up the right wing boards. Sal Duty leaves this to Citro. Shot, stick check from the mid slot and covered by Rakovitz for a pause in play. 1 minute and 16 seconds in to the first of 3 17-minute periods. Centering pass from the corner, and Sal Duty sails beyond the reach of Citro. Here's Strudato with a one-on-one, but she couldn't reel in the puck. Willa Moore took it away and turned it back into neutral ice. This is cleared by King. Icing waved off by referee Rob Savastano. Belwar turned up the pressure in the far corner. Then forced a turnover in the New Jersey zone and a dislodged net. Forces play to a halt with 15:06 to go in the first period. Scoreless as yet from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. And fresh legs coming on all round. Stilianu won the draw for Philadelphia. Playing the puck back to King at the point that's taken away by Stewart. Stewart tried to center to Norton, but they couldn't connect this time round. And the Flyers clear. Delayed offside against the Colonials. Gave Moore the opportunity to push the puck back as far as center. This is thrown in by Riley Love into the far corner. Pursued by Love, centering feed. Stilianu looking for the puck, couldn't get to it in a congested slot. Here's Norton leading a 2-on-1 if she hurries. Norton's shot sails wide of the far post behind netminder Celine White, who's only seen one shot in the first 3 minutes of this game. Love clears off the feed from Post. And the Flyers will get some fresh legs on. Falgowski at her own line. Advances the puck to DiNucci. Slowed up by a sweep check from Wittreich. Sy on the doorstep, couldn't get stick on puck. DiNucci again. Forces this back up the right wall, where Scrudato recovers for the Colonials. But she's guilty of an icing with 13:30 to go in the first period. And this will come back an icing. Setting up an attacking zone draw for the Little Flyers. Norquist, DiNucci, and Sy, the forward combination on. Sophia Norquist, the goal scorer this afternoon in the Little Flyers' 2-1 defeat to the Colonials. In for the draw, but ultimately the Flyers find themselves back in their own zone and trying to clear. Yedwab floats the puck off her backhand to Ozturk up the right wing boards, gaining the Philadelphia line, but Norquist recovers for the ladies in white, black, and orange. Post overshoots Sy up the left wing boards. And an icing now against Philadelphia. We'll send the face-off to the left of netminder Celine White. Bailey Case got the call this afternoon. 28 saves on 30 total shots from the Colonials. A solid effort worthy of a .933 save percentage, but ultimately it was the Colonials getting the upper hand in the first half of this Saturday doubleheader. Play halted in the near corner of the Philadelphia zone. Had all the makings of a hand pass, confirmed by videographer and assistant producer Broadway Joe Sindoni. Bit of a blind corner for us here in the 412 Communications broadcast box. So good to get that confirmation. Indeed, it was a hand pass against the Colonials that pushed play back into the neutral zone, and Philadelphia now resets. Salduti to Moore. She throws the puck in over the New Jersey blue line. Citro can't control it in the near corner. Unable to clear was Warren Lyholm. Puck rolls on its rib behind the goal line. It is swatted back by Stiliano and covered up by Rakovits for a break in the action with 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go in opening period play. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Schedule a free consultation. Call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG. Or visit injuryde.com. The Law Office of Heather A. Long, licensed to represent you in your legal proceedings in Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Nocera up the left dots. Slowed up at the Philadelphia blue line by Cora Falgowski, who retreats, fans on the puck, takes a check and draws a penalty. Little Flyers, 5 minutes and 38 seconds into this game, headed to their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Puck nowhere there, and Samantha Nocera just launches into Falgowski. And this Delaware Sports Medicine power play begins with a Willa Moore shot from the right point, blocked. Colonials clear. And again, it was Samantha Nocera rolled off for roughing at 5 minutes, 38 seconds in the first period. There it is in the top left corner of your TV. And this will be an icing against the Flyers. So with just over a minute and a half to go in this Delaware Sports Medicine power play, the Flyers will have to emerge from their own zone, and Caitlin Faila is in for an attacking zone chance, but overpowered off the dot. Here's Danucci beating two defenders. Danucci shot, sticked away by Rakovits. Moore steps up to the top of the circle, skips one through the slot. Danucci couldn't redirect it. King tries to split defenders coming in from the half wall. Puck wristed away from her and swatted by Maya Warren-Leinholm. From center, back behind the Philadelphia goal. And the Colonials reset in the neutral zone. Here is Willa Moore, accelerating up the left wing boards, back into the New Jersey end. Steered behind the net, tried to set up Danucci on the top of the crease to no avail. Here's Post coming from the opposite side. A Norton stick check slows her up in the corner. Claire Norton, the captain of the Colonials, floats the puck clear and sets up a one-on-one. Long shot from Faila was well off its target, and she pulls back into the neutral zone on the defensive, while Skylar Salduti will carry the puck out of her own end for Philadelphia. 20 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. The Salduti shot from distance was blocked. Looked like it caught Ozturk. And a puck in the glove of Aubrey Rakovits brings play to a halt with 9 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the first period. Philadelphia with a 15-second power play yet in front of them, but still no score. From Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks after New Jersey set the tone with a 2-1 win just a few hours ago. Post, wide off the Falgowski setup. The centering pass from Salduti off the rebound. Couldn't find its way to Riley Love. And back to full strength, the Colonials send the puck clear. 9:15 to go in the first period. No score between New Jersey and Philadelphia. Post leaves the puck behind the goal. It's picked up by Edwab and cleared off the backhand of Scrudato. No icing, says referee Jason Mensch. And Falgowski has to play this out from behind her own net. Danucci to Stilianu. Back it comes to Post inside her own line. And now Audra Sy works in up the left wing boards, throws the puck on net, paddled away by Rakovitz. Norquist hassled in the far corner. Cycles the puck to Danucci. Back it came to Norquist, taken away by Scrudato, but not cleared. Norquist recovers. She throws the puck off the near boards. That draws King back at a neutral ice, pressured by Moslin. Long clearing attempt from center, turned aside by Celine White. And back come the Flyers to neutral, led by Norquist, but slowed up by Nocera, who's back on. Moore launches the puck from well behind her blue line, the length of the ice, and this will come back an icing against Philadelphia with 7:51 to go in the first period. No score. Flyers leading in the shot department by a tally of 6-1, but none of them have gotten by Rakovitz. Face off to the right of Celine White to restart play. Ozturk protecting the point for New Jersey. Stewart couldn't reel in the puck behind the net. Willa Moore tries to push this clear. Norton barely protected the point for a moment, but now here's Caroline Citro taking aim again. From the mid-slot, but an Ozturk stick check slowed up that shot opportunity. King holds the left point. Citro pursuing the puck. Stewart takes it away. 2-on-2 for the Colonials if they hurry. Stewart caught up to by Citro, got a shot on net from long range, but an easy Celine White stick check directs the puck to the far corner of the Philadelphia zone, where once again Moore has it after holding the point was Norton. Moore bobbles the puck, swarmed by Norton. This left behind the net, nearly cleared up the near side by King. Ozturk took aim from the right point after protecting the zone. Her shot was wide. Back comes Citro's centering pass after she was angled to the corner. Blocked away by Claire Norton. Stilianu. Pressured by Yedwab, who clears. Love recovers beyond center. She leaves the puck across the post. Both teams changing up. Kira Post with a lot more room to operate up the near boards as she comes barreling back in to the New Jersey zone. Centering feed intended for Cameron Jeter didn't connect. Jeter couldn't walk in with the puck. It is tipped away off the toe of Maya Warren-Lyholm's stick. Back at a neutral ice where Post recovers and dumps the puck back in behind the Colonials' goal with just inside 6 minutes to go in the first period of this scoreless hockey game. Stilianu's shot was intercepted. And Warren Leinholm is guilty of an icing. So with 5:35 to go in the first, the Little Flyers have an attacking zone faceoff coming their way. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Norquist couldn't connect on the welcome mat. Winding up and shooting was Post, but her shot was blocked. Battle developing now in the near corner of the New Jersey zone. Puck squeaks free, trying to walk it in was Sy. Here's DiNucci from the hash mark. Her shot sails into the near corner, and it's pushed free by Warren Lyholm. DiNucci back to her own blue line to recover. Sy couldn't handle the outlet pass. This is chipped in deep by Faila. 4:40 to go in the first period. Flyers Colonials scoreless from IceWorks. DiNucci sends a skittering puck up the right wing boards. It's picked up by Audra Sy. One-on-one was slowed up. Ultimately, that battle won by the back-checking Wittreich. Nocera with the dump in, and the Colonials change, while King looks to escape two-ply forechecking pressure, but she's slowed up by Moslin in the far corner and forced to rethink her options. Post to Citro. Puck goes untouched from the red line to the goal line, so this will come back in icing. With 4:02 remaining in the first period, still no score from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in round 2 of Flyers Colonials in the MA 119 AA bracket. That was the case in the first game too, as these teams were scoreless through the first 25 minutes of the Colonials' 2-1 win earlier today. Stiliano at center to Citro. Slowed up at the tops of the circles. King gave way. Moore recovered at center. Jeter steps back in up the left wall. She feeds the puck to the top of the crease. Played away by Rakovic. Stiliano on the doorstep. Unable to get stick on puck before it was swatted clear. King's backhand holds the point. The other 23, Yedwab, clears from deep in her own zone. Icing waved off by Jason Mensch as we enter the final 3 minutes of the first period. Delayed offside against the Colonials. Enables Philadelphia to gain center and then some. Warren Lyholm throws the puck back in the other way. Here's Willa Moore leading a Philadelphia rush. 2-on-2 if she hurries. Rushed shot and a glove save by Aubrey Rakovic. Bringing play to a halt with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Moore blew a tire after the release of the shot, careened into the far boards, but she heads back to the bench seemingly none the worse for wear. And the draw will come to the left of Aubrey Rakovic, who has stopped all 9 New Jersey shots she's seen to this point. All 9 Philadelphia shots she's seen to this point, rather. That shot from Norquist ricocheted off the crossbar. Here's Norquist again, surrounded by blue sweaters. DiNucci off the advancing pass through the slot was just wide. Post winds up. From the half wall off the DiNucci feed, stick save once again by Rakovic. She was screened but able to see that one through. Norquist gave way. Stewart presses the puck back to center. DiNucci recovers for Philadelphia. She dumps in, and the Philadelphia forwards hustle off for a change with 1.5 minutes to go in the first. Wittreich volleys the puck back as far as the Philadelphia blue line. It's brought in by Skylar Salduti. Cleared off the far boards by Stewart. Post could not find Belwar. Nocera gives it away to Citro. We've entered the final minute of the first period. No score from Philadelphia. Stewart's entry just onside. But Stewart and Faila are outnumbered by a host of little Flyers, keeping play outside the dots on the Colonials' entry back into Philadelphia territory. 35 to go in the first. Protracted puck battle over the left shoulder of Celine White, who's only seen 3 shots here in the first period, but saved all of them. Amato bulldozing toward the net, one of 2 goal scorers for New Jersey this afternoon. Couldn't pave a way to the cage. Here comes Citro, 1-on-2. Getting around one defender, lazy shot and an easy Rakovits save. This chance from Falgowski deeper back was directed away by Rakovits as well. And the final seconds of the first period will tick away with no score from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. 17 minutes in the books. 0-0. We'll be back after a quick intermission here on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Second period about to get underway from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. No score in the first. And the second begins with Philadelphia on the attack. Jeter mishandled the puck along the near boards. Scridato tried to play it back across toward the Philadelphia blue line, but her pass ahead to Moslin was broken up. New Jersey and their away navies moving right to left the way we see it in second period play. Philadelphia moving left to right in their home whites. Words are hard. It took Alexis Moslin a couple chances to clear, but she did. And more recovers for Philadelphia. Chipped off the boards, but not out. Emma Scrodato's shot chance from the top of the left circle was well off its mark. Puck ends up in the far corner. It's tipped over the blue line by Cameron Jeter. Recovered by New Jersey's Leah Yedwab and thrown back toward the Philadelphia zone. Propelled there by Norton. King muscles the puck free. Stilianu takes aim from just over the blue line. Long shot. Stick down by Rakovits, and she covers up. For a break in the action with 15 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the second period. Attacking zone drawn, nearly squandered by Philadelphia, but Cora Falgowski protects the zone. Scrap for a loose puck in front. Unable to put it past was Cy on the welcome mat. Falgowski winding up. Glove save by Aubrey Rakovitz, and she'll hold for a pause in play. We'll see that first series of chances again on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. Centering pass to Cy, scrapping for that loose puck after she bobbled it at the top of the crease. And Aubrey Rakovitz holding her ground for saves 11 and 12 to kick off this second period and keep the Flyers scoreless. Falgowski caroms the puck to Danucci behind the net. Centering pass, Cy was tied up. Here's Norquist. Putting it on a tee again. Off. As it set up the far boards into the Philadelphia zone. Falgowski leaves the puck behind the net. And this is picked up by Danucci off the cross-ice feed from Norquist. Danucci angled behind the cage, separated from the puck by Whitreich. Norquist could not find Post in the slot. Post recovers at center. Attracting a crowd, she sends the puck off the near boards of a 0-0 game. Here's Salduti, 2-on-1. Salduti, stutter step at the top of the crease, just ran out of space to shoot. And an A-grade chance completely squandered by the Flyers. 3-on-1 the other way. Faila, centering feed. Moslin stonewalled by White. So both teams exchanging what could have been high-danger opportunities, but neither with anything to show for them. This comes back to Moore. Volleyed across the neutral zone, recovered by Ozturk. Salduti shovels the puck away from Faila. She chips it past Yedwab. They converge again in the corner. Stilianu's shot was long and wide. Citro just held the point, but she gave the puck away. This brought back into the neutral zone by Ozturk. Picked up by Stilianu. Her shot in a one-on-one was blocked. And Yedwab works this clear up the far side. Faila turns the puck over. King waiting for her fellow Flyers to tag up. Walks back into the New Jersey zone, but the play back to the point intended for Stilianu was taken away by Stewart. 1-on-3 for New Jersey. Stewart's shot was stick-checked off its line, recovered by Willa Moore in the corner. Jeter unable to clear. Long shot from Stewart, caught and held by Celine White, and that brings play to a halt with 12:10 to go in the second period of this 0-0 hockey game from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. We'll be back with this U19 team in a couple weeks as they host the Armstrong Arrows from Katanning, Pennsylvania. The halfway spot on PA 28 between the route's southern terminus in Pittsburgh and the route's northern terminus in the little hamlet of Brockway, Pennsylvania. That weekend series, January 3rd and January 4th, and we'll have both halves here for you on the Delaware Hockey Network. Five and a half minutes have elapsed in the second period. Warren Lyholm overskates the puck in her own zone. It is finally cleared by Ava Whitreich. Walked back in by Love up the left wing boards. She's slowed up by Nocera. DiNucci firing from the dot. Rakovitz says no ma'am again. A classic goalie battle in the works here at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. As again, Rakovitz flashes the leather, denying Cecilia DiNucci from short range. Face-off coming to the right of Aubrey Rakovitz. And the Flyers control off the attacking zone draw. Sophia Norquist gave the puck away. Faila will skate this clear. 2-on-2, slowed up by the reaching stick of Post at her own blue line for the Flyers. Post steadies behind her own goal. Sy pushes the puck over the blue line, attracting a crowd, delayed offside against Faila, who had to tag up, unable to play the puck as it came back in up the far boards. So Norquist got another chance. She splits defenders, backhand, nose, says Rakovitz. Aubrey Rakovitz again. Denying Norquist as she looked for her second goal of the season. Rakovitz 45 for 46 in the save department here today at IceWorks. Backstopping the Colonials to that 2-1 win earlier today, and right now, half of the goalie tandem bringing us to a scoreless tie nearly to the halfway point of the contest. New Jersey offside. .10:08 to go here in the second period. Face-off win for Delaware. Salduti slowed up just after gaining the zone by Norton. Rather, it was Yedwab who turned the momentum from right to left. Delaware tied up by Faila. Moore recovers and finds Salduti up the right wing boards. 2-on-1 for Philadelphia, but the cross-ice feed to Caroline Citro was bobbled just upon her gaining the zone. Stewart finds herself outnumbered by a host of Philadelphia backcheckers, but she muscles into the zone. A pair of shots, one from Stewart, the second from Faila, off what was an Alexis Moslin cross-ice pass. Both denied by White, and she freezes to bring play to a halt. There was the first shot, there was the second. As we take a second look on the 412 Communications instant replay. And play resumes to Celine White's right with just over 9 minutes to go in the second period. We are yet scoreless from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. And Stilianu's going to head off for a trip here with 9:02 to go in the second period. First penalty kill of the game for Philadelphia. This penalty kill could be brought to you by, well, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available. Want to know more? Email mjr@412communications.com. So Isabella Stilianu off for tripping at 7:58. And the Flyers are a woman down for the first time in this evening's contest. Falgowski to Post, who clears. DiNucci and Delaware, the forwards on. Danucci trying to force a turnover over the New Jersey blue line, and she does. Norton nearly gave the puck away. This is floated up the left wing boards by Nocera. Nocera pinched off at the blue line by the back-checking Cora Falgowski. Norton, long-range shot into the white glove. And she'll hold with 8 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second. 1:09 remaining on this New Jersey power play. And the face-off coming to the right of Celine White. .805 to go in the second. And the Flyers clear. Post wreaking plenty of havoc in the neutral zone. And ultimately forcing the Colonials to reset back in their own end. Flubbed breakout pass from Moslin. Ends up back in the Philadelphia zone. It was a 50-50 battle for the puck there momentarily. Now it's tied up in the near corner as we come to the final 20 of the Stilianu penalty. Moslin holding the point. Nocera's backhand gets the puck in deep from the near side. Falgowski couldn't get to it. Ozturk working the near corner. Falgowski's got her trapped to the boards. Stilianu is back on, and the Flyers are full strength with just under 7 minutes to go in the second period. Stilianu lost control of the puck in that breakaway opportunity. She chases it down, unable to set up Salduti on the welcome mat. And this is cleared back to center. Faila stripped of the puck by Norquist right at the Philadelphia blue line. Here comes Sophia Norquist. 2-on-2 shot was wide off the back dashers. Nocera slows down and clears. Faila 1-on-2. Gains the line, stick check from post. Sends the puck skittering in behind the Philadelphia goal. Still scoreless with 6:15 to go in the second period, as the pace has certainly picked up over these last couple minutes. Ozturk from her own blue line clears. No icing, says Rob Savastano. And here comes Cameron Jeter back the other way. Jeter got tied up with Yedwab. Jason Mensch says no foul play here. We continue on as we are. As a good reach, a good clean stick on puck contact. And a long shot from Riley Love ends up with the pads of Rakovitz. We're still scoreless. More from the right point. Just missed the near post. This is cleared by Ozturk. And it will come back in icing with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the second period. No score from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these ladies, or if you're a weekend warrior 14 index like me, a sports medicine's a crucial player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. And while you're there, you can learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program, helping you achieve peak performance by way of myriad services that Dr. Bly and his team offer. 2-on-1 for New Jersey. Let's revisit it here on the 412 Communications replay. Centering pass to Scordato. Her shot bobbled by Celine White, who scrambles to cover the puck and keep this game scoreless. as we come to the final 5 minutes of the second period. New Jersey and Philadelphia 0-0. Through close to half an hour of hockey. Moore trying to change that, and Norquist lights the lamp. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. Sophia Norquist gets her second of the day. And here it comes again. Willa Moore digs the puck free of traffic. Sets up Norquist in the mid slot, who rifles it home past Rakovitz. And the Flyers take their first lead of the afternoon. So Norquist getting her second of the Mawa season. With a lot of help from Moore back behind her own blue line. And with just over 4 minutes to go in the second period, Philly's got the advantage. Gedwa back at center, recovering for the Colonials. Ozturk swarmed. Amato lost control of the puck. She shovels it in lazily from above the blue line. It's taken away by Post. Brought back towards Salduti. Recovered by Amato. Backhanded by Citro toward the blue line, but not out, as Caitlin Faila protects the zone for New Jersey. Post couldn't clear off her backhand. 3.5 to go in the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. Philadelphia the advantage. Ozturk bobbled the puck at the point. This squeaks back into neutral ice. Ozturk pressed all the way back to her own blue line. Trying to turn momentum back in the Colonials' advantage, but the puck goes out of play. And with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the second period, Jason Mensch spots the faceoff to the right of Aubrey Rakovitz, who's still 17 for 18 on the save department. A number of highlight reel stops from the New Jersey goalie. But the one that got away, Sophia Norquist, good for 2 on the day. And the turkey's on the table for the Philadelphia Little Flyers to try to extend their lead, as the Colonials will go down a woman with 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the second period. Let's see what we get from Messrs. Savastano and Mensch. Certainly considering what options they've got. Is this a minor? Or is it something more severe? What we can tell you is a Delaware sports medicine power play is coming up for the Little Flyers. And it's going to be a double minor. as we await the particulars from downstairs. We believe it to be a pair of roughing minors. So a Delaware sports medicine power play, paving the way for Philadelphia to try to make this 2. Stewart off for that double minor. The shot from Norquist was off its line. Norquist leaves us back to Salduti at the point. Thrown in but blocked by Claire Norton, the New Jersey captain. Salduti carries it into the dots. Cycled back to Norquist. Salduti behind the net. Final 90 seconds here in the second period. Philly with a 1-0 lead. Make it 2-0. As Sophia Norquist does it again. Let's watch it again here on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Didn't have a particularly great angle, but it mattered not. Here looking for a third was Salduti. And we're going to show you that goal again. As we see more clearly, Salduti with the setup. Here taking aim again from the right dot. Rakovitz denies her with another stick save. So that goal, Norquist's third. Salduti with the assist on the power play tally. And a Rakovitz freeze brings play to a halt now with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. .38 seconds to go in the period. And Philly with a little bit of breathing room. Leading by 2 with just under a half minute to go here in the second period. Final 20. Skylar Salduti accelerates in, puts on the brakes just after gaining the line. Cross ice pass broken up by Scrudato. Stilianu recovers in neutral ice for Philly. Here's Post off the cross ice feed. Scrodata with the block, and that will do it for the second period. Through 34 minutes, Philadelphia with a 2-0 lead. A pair of goals from Norquist. Sending it into the break with a comfortable advantage. We'll be back in 90 for the third period.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Third period about to get underway. Sophia Norquist writing the story of the second period, potting her second and third goals of the Mawa season, her second and third goals of the day for that matter. Single-handedly giving the Little Flyers a 2-0 advantage as they start the third by swarming Rakovitz, who covers for a pause in play just 19 seconds in. Willa Moore did more than her fair share of heavy lifting on that first goal, winning the puck battle that ultimately led to the Norquist shot. The first one past Rakovitz to give the Flyers the lead, and then the second. Well, Norquist just picked her corner off the cycle from Salduti to make it 2-0. Colonials back to full strength. And what have we got from Savastano? A high stick on the puck will send this face-off all the way down into the Philadelphia zone. James Witherite joining you here from the 412 Communications press box. Rob Savastano and Jason Mensch, today's officials. And if you're just joining us, Philly moving right to left in their home whites, New Jersey in their away navies moving left to right from our vantage point here in the third period. Coming to the end of the first minute of the third frame. Light workload for Celine White, only facing 9 shots through the first 35 minutes of this contest. Meanwhile, Philadelphia have put 22 on Aubrey Rakovitz. The tale mighty different from these two teams' first meeting today, where New Jersey won 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Norquist with the lone Philadelphia goal in their first meeting. Maya Warren-Lyholm and Gianna Amato, the goal scorers for New Jersey. Rakovitz 30 for 31 in the save department. Here, 21 of 23. Flyers clears. Citro fans on the puck. It's recovered by Nocera. Walking through neutral ice. Pinch to the near wall by Jetter, but she gains red and dumps in to avoid the icing. Nocera protecting the point. 14:45 to go. Stilianu behind her own net, plays the puck up the right wing boards to Jetter. Thrown across near side, given away to Nocera. Moslin leaves it for the accelerating Yedwab. Long shot off its mark into the white glove, and she'll hold with 14:27 to go. Faila wins the near circle faceoff. Across from Philadelphia is Isabella Stilianu. A brief delayed offside after the Philadelphia clear. Gave the Flyers a chance to set up, and Riley Love came bulldozing in. From point-blank range, she's denied by the descending glove of Aubrey Rakovitz, who freezes the puck with just under 3 minutes behind us in the third period of a 2-0 game. We'll see Philadelphia back in action. At least this 19U squad on January 3rd and 4th when they host the Armstrong Arrows in a weekend series here at IceWorks. Full broadcast schedule available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Love time and space if she hurries. 1-on-2 now. Falgowski offering support. Couldn't keep the puck in Philadelphia's forward momentum. Stilianu chases it down in the corner. Love unable to do anything with it in the far corner. Ava Wittreich caroms it up the near side, where King and Stilianu try to recover Philadelphia's forward momentum, but they find more resistance along these near boards. Now 13 minutes to go. Stilianu with a takeaway hard shot. Was wide into the corner glass. Pursued by Danucci. And taken away from her, but not cleared. Trying to work it up the near side was Hazel Ozturk for New Jersey. This ultimately comes back to center, where Scridato stood up Falgowski, and Moslin gave the puck away to Danucci before a stick check on Danucci across center. Forced the turnover, and Moslin with the dump and change. Ozturk keeps the puck in deep as the reinforcements come in. Backhand from Gianna Amato. Nearly a turnover. Puck was loose after the shot from the point, and Yedwab, White with the pad save, but she was screened net front and needed that defensive help to clear. Ozturk denied by the outstretched Celine White glove, and we've got a pause with 11 minutes and 59 seconds to go in regulation. Philly with a 2-0 lead over the New Jersey Colonials in their second of 4 meetings this season, and their second of 2 meetings today. Flyers gain control in their own zone. King to Citro, taken away by Ozturk at the blue line of New Jersey. Ozturk backhand centering pass intended for Norton was broken up. Good defensive pressure by Willa Moore on the Philadelphia side. And Belwar clears. Norton could not connect with Warren Lyholm. Sabrina Belwar takes the puck away at center and rifles it off the backboards behind the New Jersey goal. 11 minutes to go in regulation. Philly with a 2-0 lead, and holding center point was Willamore. In close, Salduti ran out of options, surrounded by navy blue sweaters. Salduti puts a rolling puck in the mid-slot. Amato takes it away from the path of Lillian King. And here comes Warren Lyholm up the right side for New Jersey, slowed up by Akira Post stick check at the top of the circle. They converge in the near corner in pursuit of that loose puck. It is recovered by Caroline Citro and cleared for Philadelphia. Ahead to Jeter. Jeter pinched to the corner by Whitreich, stripped of the puck. 10.5 to go. Failed clear. Post held center point, but only just did she. She gives the puck away to Nocera after getting it in deep again. Nocera and Falgowski at the center of this scrum, right at the base of the New Jersey bench. Puck is trapped, extracted now by Jessica Stewart, and on she comes up the middle. Stewart 2-on-1, Moslin backhand, no! Missed the cage with plenty of room to spare too. Whitreich winds up, Celine White stick save. And Philly's going to get called for a high stick. Who's it going to be, Sav? Stilianu off for a high stick. And that leaves the New Jersey Colonials a crucial power play opportunity. Moslin could not find Nocera back across the line. Danucci keeping the pressure on high in the zone. And now forcing Nocera to accelerate from her own blue line. Norquist, Moore, and King complete the quartet of Philadelphia penalty killers. Ozturk to Nocera. Back to Ozturk. Faila's down low. Norton in the slot. Moslin, skip pass. Ricochets off the far boards. Ozturk couldn't take aim. This is recovered and cleared by Philadelphia's Cecilia Danucci. Minute to go on this Philadelphia penalty kill. 8.5 minutes to go in the contest. Little Flyers with a 2-0 lead. Faila drop pass from Moslin. Shot was wide, blockered wider yet by Celine White. Follow-up chance, bounces net front. Trying for the wraparound, that was Faila, but she was swarmed by King and couldn't get to the near post. Good heads-up defense from number 23 in Philadelphia White to keep this a 2-0 contest. 8 minutes. Falgowski could not clear. Scrudato's shot intercepted on the welcome mat. Moslin from long distance. Pickpocketed by Post. Post winds up and clears in the final seconds of the Stilianu penalty. And the Flyers are back to full strength. Post just held the point off the failed clear from Yedwab. Here's a Belwar shot, sticked up in the air. Yedwab hanging close to home, good defensive pressure there, but a failed clear from Claire Norton gives the puck right back to the Flyers. Citro to Falgowski around the horn, working the corner is Salduti. Falgowski steps up to the half wall, keeping the puck in deep. Fanned on by Yedwab. Belwar could not recover. Citro centers, nobody home. Norton chips this off the near glass. And this will come back in icing against the Colonials with 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go in a 2-0 contest. Norquist and Stewart in for the draw. Post shot from just atop the circle, sailed wide. Norquist protecting the point, rolls the puck in low. Danucci with it, and a poke check on the doorstep from Ozturk. Denied the Flyers the chance at a third goal. Post back at her own line. Sweeping at the stick was Stewart. Post stayed with the play and threw the puck in from long range. This is covered and held by Rakovitz for a pause in play with 6:10 to go. And her New Jersey Colonials running out of time to cut into Philadelphia's 2-0 advantage. Third line on, Stilianu could not win the draw. This was cleared by Nocera. Odd woman rush for the Colonials, broken up. As a 2-on-1 quickly became a 3-on-3 before Amato could shoot. 2-on-2 the other way. Moore, long shot from Cameron Jeter, was sticked aside by Rakovitz. Now 5:40 to go. Puck bounces back to center. Picked up there by Gianna Amato. 1-on-1 against Moore. And a Celine White stick save keeps the Colonials scoreless. Nothing particularly spectacular from Celine White today, but fundamental angles, fundamental rebound control. She's done very little wrong. Stewart just held the point. Stilianu took the puck away for Philadelphia, but she turns it over across the neutral zone, and Hazel Ozturk comes barreling back in, dangling through traffic, shooting from the dot, and White holds on with 4:47 to go to keep the Colonials scoreless. Watching this again, Hazel Ozturk on through traffic. New Jersey will take their timeout, and so will we. Back momentarily on the Delaware Hockey Network.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an...
Back inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, there a look at the scoreboard. 4:47 to go here in regulation as we look back at both goals from Sophia Norquist to make this a 2-0 Philadelphia advantage. They're off the centering pass from Willa Moore. And the second coming on the powered play in the waning moments of the second period. Right off the draw for the restart, Emma Scrudato tried to tuck the puck past White, but was denied on the welcome mat. Back in come the Colonials, and the Ozturk shot was on target, but easy enough for White to handle. This will come back an icing with 4:22 to go. We're back on Monday with Salesianum High School hockey. The Sal's take on the Vikings of Perkiomen Valley at Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Game time 6:30. And we'll have it for you right here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Belwar throws the puck up the right wing boards. Salduti couldn't reel it in. Here's Nocera racing up the left dots. 3-on-1 for the Colonials. Nocera lowers a shoulder, tries to backhand the puck past, but White held her ground, and that puck ends up in the back frame of the cage after good defensive resistance from Kira Post. Moslin gives way to a Post stick check. Skittering puck corralled by Falgowski with 3.5 minutes to go. Here in regulation, 2-0. The Little Flyers lead over the New Jersey Colonials after dropping round one 2-1 earlier today. 200 seconds to go. Moslin throws the puck back into her own zone. Yedwab unable to clear. And a lunging shot from high in the zone ends up under the Rokovitz glove for a pause in play with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Flyers come back in their own end. Norquist trying to keep play in the neutral zone, but Scridato launches the puck deep into the Philadelphia zone. This comes back courtesy Moore to Cy, held up by Ozturk. 2.5 minutes to go. Rokovitz staying tight in the blue paint. Warren Lyholm again gains the line for New Jersey. This is recovered by King, 2:20 to go. King Karam the puck to the near corner where it's tied up. A prolonged battle there to the left of Celine White. This taken away and cleared. King couldn't set up a clean breakout. Ozturk back across the line to Yedwab. Now Rokovitz makes a break for the bench. Took a tumble over the boards, but the extra attacker is on as Celine White covers the puck. For a pause in play with 109 seconds to go. Extra attacker on Norton, Faila Moslin, Nocera, Scridato, and Ozturk. The 6 Colonials on the attack. Wow, Celine White freezing a loose puck amid net front congestion. And we're going to watch this play right from the draw all the way through to its conclusion with Celine White's 24th save. Rebound control has been key for the Philadelphia netminder. She's recorded 24 saves here this evening. Make it 25 as Moslin's denied off the centering pass. Final minute, 17. Post clears. Nocera recovers at center for the Colonials. Advancing pass to Norton, who steps over the line. She gives the puck away to Post. It bounces across the neutral zone. Race on for it as we enter the final minute. Love and Ozturk tied up in the far corner. Love looking for the empty net. And in the words of Mike Lang, Elvis has just left the building. Riley Love with the empty netter. To make this a 3-0 contest. First goal of the season for Riley. Rakovic's back in net. And the remainder of the proceedings, a mere formality, as Danucci is stonewalled. Norquist looking for the hat trick, but the rebound goes in. So now 4-0 in Philadelphia's favor. As we get a closer look at this, courtesy Joe Sindoni. Danucci denied. So too Norquist. Digging the puck away was Sy. It's 16:45. So it was Audra Sy with the fourth goal for Philadelphia. Norquist and Danucci with the helpers. And a 4-0 shutout for Celine White. Gives the Little Flyers a split over the New Jersey Colonials. Here on this Saturday. A look at the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Norquist the first star with 2 goals and an assist. Willa Moore with that hard-working assist on the first Philadelphia goal, the second star. Celine White, third star with a 25-save shutout. So the Little Flyers, after being caught flat-footed out the gate today, come back for a well-earned 4-0 win over the New Jersey Colonials as we take you back to some of the highlights of this contest. Norquist's second goal coming from Moore. Now her third goal of the season off the cycle from Salduti. And then the last minute of the third period, Riley Love and Audra Sy both finding the back of the New Jersey net. Our thanks to videographer and assistant producer Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our co-executive producer Molly Jo Rosen. Trey Wright, Mark McClure, Jordan Hirsch, Eli Swope, everybody behind the scenes here at the Delaware Hockey Network. James Witherite saying thank you for your company on this Saturday afternoon. A happy holiday season to you all. And once again, tonight's final score, Philadelphia Little Flyers 4, New Jersey Colonials 0. Good night to you all. The Delaware Hockey Network is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications LLC, and it's brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long. Good night to you all.